Well, we'll see if Hermisen can add on more to his lower bracket run. He's gone for 10 sets so far in this March of Legends tournament, and he's going to be looking for number 11 as he runs up against Neeze in the losers finals. Neeze going in with that speed stance, wants to zoom all around the map.
Zoom. Good side there to open it up. Hermisen not quite finding the follow-up to the side light. It was a very awkward position, so he wasn't
you couldn't
quite
go
able
for
to
the
go
nair
for the
follow-up.
nair. Good awareness to go for the Sarah, which I'd say was the most likely follow-up there, but even so, it just didn't land. Neeze going for the downlight end sig that he just saw get punished from Simple.
Nice juggle. Neeze just going straight back down towards Hermisen.
Ooh.
Almost got caught.
So close right now. Hermisen landing the dare into nair into almost Sarah, but Neeze replying with some moves of his own. Either player could take this first stock right now.
It's the recovery that does it. Hermisen taking the first stock with his guitar play. And this is a very different Hermisen than we were seeing earlier on in the tournament. He was playing so incredibly paced against his opponents previously, and now against the Dianas, he's like, I just go in.
Ooh, that was almost so sick. I respect Neeze so much for going for that. Hermisen ended up being a little lower though than he was aiming for with that neutral signature, which means that Neeze is gonna struggle to get this kill though. He takes advantage of Hermisen's guitar bounce. Like he takes advantage of how the guitar nerve bounces him off the ground and just hits him straight up with a recovery. So Hermisen kind of instigating his own death in that case, but was able to build up some good damage with his first stock, and now he just needs to try to keep extending this lead if he wants to take this first game as convincingly as he has taken in some of his past sets. Meanwhile, Neeze is trying to reply with his own gun juggles. Hermisen looking for the ground pound. Neeze manages to get back onto the ground though.
Neutral light connects. Hermisen caught him with the top end of the down air, and that's going to finish off Neeze. Again, Hermisen just playing this aggression style, but we saw Neeze able to clap back so quick on the first stock. Got that quick wake-up recovery for the finisher. Can he do it again against Hermisen?
Ooh, almost a very good gravity cancel downlight. I like the ideology there, but Hermisen held on the ledge and didn't
down
for the bait. Wow. Wait, I think he thinks Hermisen is dead. Oh, never mind. He was just taking a little breather. He was like, I got enough time.
He's like, he's got to come all the way back here. I'll wait for him to get closer. I like the read there from Neeze though. Generally speaking, in that situation, you go for that recovery, right? You're trying to kill your opponent as quickly as possible. Expected Hermisen to dodge down to avoid that recovery, and he punished it completely.
Right now, just playing a very precise neutral game. This matchup is fascinating because if Katars get in on guns, it's very hard for guns to get away from their oppressive hitboxes. But on the other hand, if Katars cannot get in, then Neeze will just be able to zone him out. But the matchup is now switched while I was busy explaining that, and now we got axe versus guns.
Nice pickup. Good chain dodging to pick up a second dare. Good damage on both sides. This could easily go either direction, despite the fact that Hermisen had so many huge momentum swings.
Oh, man. Oh, that was so close to hitting. I am actually so surprised that those active frames did not clip Hermisen. It
Making
definitely
Hermisen
looked like
a little dusty, man.
Yeah, it definitely looked like the smoke got on to Hermisen's character sprite. But, you know, hitboxes, hurtboxes.
What?
Whoa.
What? You see this Mordex swap coming out from Neeze?
What?
Yo, I don't know. Neeze's Diana was looking dirty all tournament, and then he lost in the upper bracket. Now that he's in the lower bracket, is this the true Neeze? Like, you haven't seen my final form until now?
Maybe had the notebook out while he was playing Machete, took a few notes, and he's like, all right, I'm ready to apply it in my own playstyle now. Ooh, Hermisen already opening up with some strong unarmed plays, though. Neeze looking for the sidelight into Nair, but Hermisen dodges it out. Hermisen getting some good guitar strings with these D-lights. That's a Sarah. This could be bad for Neeze, but Hermisen's Sarah doesn't quite hit.
Again, with the Sarah's weapon tossing a pickup. I was expecting a pickup, just like wake up Nair, but couldn't quite get the hit. Still getting good damage on top of Neeze.
Ooh, alright, here come the side strings from Neeze. Just a two-hitter.
Going for more neutral lights.
Ooh, Ooh. Definitely using Twilight Grove to help his own scythe combos, but Hermisen is able to take his first stock.
Hermisen trying to get more damage on top of Neeze. But Neeze with a gravity cancel downlight into a recovery.
Hermisen right now looking for his next weapon. Neeze, though, able to catch him before he can really get a chance to use it with that sidelight recovery on Gauntlets, favoring taking the Scythe in order to weapon guard Hermisen. Ooh, Hermisen actually doing a risky spot dodge. You know, spot dodging ever and doing a gravity cancel against Scythe is scary, but Hermisen confident in his own play and following up with a great Katar combo. Now Neeze following up with a Scythe combo of his own, looking for that Scythe recovery.
Hermisen! What?
Oh, Hermisen bumped his head.
He was living. He could have gone in. I think he thought that he was going to get the wall touch. Like, he, like, dodged forward, expecting the wall touch when he could have just recovered for it. But I guess didn't want to get stuck in active frames and recovery frames. And unfortunately, that means Hermisen is going to fall to his death.
That could be a huge momentum swing, dude. Like, SDs of any kind, especially when it's in a game like this, when Neeze made a risky character swap and the game was looking pretty even, it could be huge for Neeze in the grand scheme of things. Oh, a good catch on the Nair, rather. Hermisen is able to snipe him out with the recovery, though. Hermisen already in the yellow. Neeze will just need a few more good strings in order to put Hermisen in the kill percent, whereas Hermisen's going to have to work a lot harder in order to bring this match closer.
See Neeze playing a little bit high. Fast falls down to pick up that side light.
Good
picking up
combos.
recovery on. Yep. Neeze is getting some good reads. Lots of vertical play coming out from the Gauntlets, and just like that, he is done for. Side light, recovery. Neeze busted out the Mordex.
That's a Twilight ceiling right there, and you know Hermisen's got to be kicking himself for that SD. He definitely had the game tied up until that point, and from there, it seems like he just kind of spiraled out of control to a degree.
Well, Hermisen sticking with the same character. Gonna try to unspiral that control or whatever the reverse of your phrase is to make it sound witty. Small Enigma is the pick. Hermisen versus Neeze. And this is interesting to see from Neeze. Generally speaking, with the Mordexes, they like to lean a little bit more scythe-centric. But Neeze showing he's got some gauntlets in him, showing that he can play that vertical with the sidelights and recoveries.
For sure. Ooh, Hermisen, I guess, wasn't in the right position there to do the typical sidelight nair into ledge cancel downlight that we see a lot of Axe players doing on this map. Ooh, Neeze going for a super early Mordex side stick. That definitely wouldn't have killed if it hit, but it would have netted him some good damage. He's now starting to win neutral way more consistently against Hermisen with this Scythe Neutralite, a great tool for beating out the sort of angles that Hermisen has been approaching at for the entire time. Maybe that's the reason behind the switch.
Oh, but the side stick from Hermisen just catching Neeze out of the sky. And like you're saying, though, the Scythe Neutralite was doing a good job of helping him win out in the neutral. But Hermisen able to get that finishing blow first. Is it going to be the recovery? You saw him go high for that gravity cancel sidelight. Almost caught Hermisen for the kill. Downlight into recovery, not going to kill. Enigma with just slightly higher kill ceiling.
Hermisen just looked like he was hard lagging. He did neutral light and then did a jump recovery about 3 seconds after. Maybe he was just looking for the hard read. Ooh, Neeze went for the classic kill combo, but Hermisen knew exactly what he was going for and managed to dodge back onto the ground. He's really starting to extend this lead that he has built up.
Yeah, this is huge.
The Katars are coming up huge for Hermisen right now. While in past sets he's been using the axe to great effect, it really feels like the Katars are what's doing him well this time. Neeze barely dodging out the Hermisen axe side sig and punishing accordingly with a Scythe side light with the forward variation.
Well, we do see Hermisen almost a full stock up on Neeze if he can finish this stock off of him. Has those Katars in hands. Recognizes that Neeze is going for these combo starters, that kind of short side light, that just straight neutral light, and he's been able to avoid those follow-ups.
Ooh, Hermisen not quite able to snipe out Neeze's landing with the recovery. Oh, wow, that was good. That was good to catch Neeze's
the gravity
approach.
cancel SIGs.
And now Hermisen in the advantage in an absolutely pivotal game of the set, game 3, and he's just waiting. This is looking Wilson-esque right
the
now.
dunk.
Oh,
Nice finish.
Never mind. Oh, that is
The
tragic.
turnaround, Hermisen gets the kill. I thought Neeze had him dead. He went deep, right? Got the unarmed down air. But Hermisen really holding all of his utility back. Didn't panic at all and got above him for the falling nair.
And to be entirely honest, I don't expect Neeze to stay Mordex. I feel like, especially after how dominant Hermisen was that game, well, I guess I'm wrong. I know nothing. I mean, to be fair, that game was relatively close without the SD.
Yeah.
So I suppose Neeze is just going to chalk it up to the SD having faith in his own Mordex, or at the very least, more faith than he does in his Diana after that game 1. And Neeze now down 2-1 to Hermisen. Hermisen looking to win his, what are we on, 11th straight set in a row in the losers bracket?
This would be number 11, if I'm not mistaken. Hermisen, 1 game away from getting number 11, and then he's going to be trying to get 12 and 13 against Machete, trying to get that reset in the grand finals. This Ragnar pick, the Qatar play from Hermisen, is doing so much damage on the Neeze.
Yeah, it's been absolutely fantastic. Especially with, he's been using downlights and nairs are the 2 moves that I'm noticing in particular, that pretty much all of his usage of that are well placed. Meanwhile, though, Neeze landing a huge gauntlet combo to already put Hermisen into the red. Now he just has to look for a good sig, and that is the classic sig, except Hermisen's got tons of defense. And,
Ragnar defense.
Knocked out.
Here come the axe chunks, trying to get Neeze close to that kill percent so that even if you fall, won't be hard to come right back into this. Both of them not quite on their signature mark. Hermisen goes low. Neeze not able to punish. The neutralite sends him off over to the Qatars. And Neeze can't touch.
I don't know if Neeze was just looking to hit Hermisen and maybe was too focused on trying to hit Hermisen that he didn't notice where he was in relation to the ledge, because I definitely felt like he had the options to get back there.
Absolutely agree. I thought he was going to be able to get back, but he just hard focused on trying to hit Hermisen, maybe just really wanting that chase dodge up or that turnaround to finish off the stock. Still able to finish it up on the return and is going to stay even with Hermisen. Hermisen with the falling nairs on top of Neeze, but Neeze starting to get some string damage. Stairs and nairs. Big scythe play coming out from Neeze.
Yeah, that is crap tons of damage onto Hermisen. That means that Neeze, for what feels like the first time in a while, is going to be off to a stock lead. Up 2-1 to Hermisen right now. With this Mordex, grabbing the scythe, Hermisen currently weaponless, but he's going to be able to find that axe. Now we got axe versus scythe. He's already starting to get more combos started onto Hermisen. Hermisen doesn't seem to have a way to ground himself back into the neutral game right now. He's under constant pressure from Neeze.
Side sig avoided by Neeze. Hermisen looking for the stock finisher. The side air is not going to be the slap that kills him.
Looking for a recovery, doesn't quite land. The nair, definitely not going to be the move that kills.
One for the gravity cancel side sig. That time the side air finishes it off. But Hermisen pretty damaged here. He's going to need something big to get back into this.
It's definitely possible, especially considering how gauntlets and scythe can go on streaks of not being able to kill. But Neeze right now almost finding the kill option, and all he's going to need is one more solid hit or signature. And a great read by Neeze. Double sidelight recovery to bring it to game 5. And Neeze crushed Hermisen in that in damage that game.
Neeze definitely played a lot better there. And I guess that's why he's stuck with his characters. He was really confident in his scythe play, in his gauntlet play, in his ability to catch Hermisen out. If Hermisen dodges incorrectly, he is going to get punished by this Mordex from Neeze.
Both players stick into their guns. Hermisen with the Batnir that has served him so well up to this point. Neeze sticking to his guns recent of 3 games ago. Even though he's been playing Diana most of the time, we doubted him a little bit picking the Mordex, but he's shown that he's way more than proficient on this character. Able to contend in the top 3 of this tournament with a character that we haven't seen him use thus far.
You know, always got to keep those pocket picks. Good movement from Neeze, just kind of stutter stepping away from Hermisen. Both of them trading back and forth. No big momentum swing just yet.
That was a nice guitar combo. Hermisen, I feel like it feels like Hermisen is reading Neeze's dodges correctly with guitars. He just doesn't quite know how to punish them.
Yeah, like he'll do the thing to set up for the dodge read and then just not do the reading part of it.
maybe a little bit of nerves there because I feel like I've seen Hermisen punish it in the past, but oh, that's going to be a good end sig to catch for Neeze. Going for the side signature. Hermisen was looking for the axe there, but Neeze managed to interrupt him with that Scythe Endlight that has been so useful for him so far. Neeze, both players are fishing so hard for Sigs right now. They just want this first kill in this pivotal game 5. Oh, the Sair, I think that's going to be it.
That should guarantee it. The Sair from Hermisen.
The Sair saved him.
So much movement.
The Sair saved him.
And that means that
Hermisen is going to fall victim himself. A costly mistake for Hermisen. I'm pretty sure Neeze was entirely dead there. And what the Sair from Hermisen did is, even though it sent Neeze to the side, it gave him enough vertical momentum and knockback that it actually ended up letting Neeze get back. And now Neeze is just taking perfect advantage of Hermisen's mistake.
So much damage put out. Hermisen wants to finish the stock off. Neeze gonna eat that downer, and that will finish it off. Both of them staying even in the stocks. Hermisen just a little bit behind, but this is game 5. He cannot afford to stay behind Neeze.
Ooh. Hermisen catching sidelight on a Neeze, but not able to convert much more. Neeze, that should close out the stock, and Neeze is in prime position to send himself back up to grand finals for a rematch with Machette. Hermisen, does he have anything to say about it? Is this going to be the end of his phenomenal losers run? He's trekked all the way here, but it just seems like right now this Ragnir is not enough to beat Neeze's Mordex, as Neeze is just popping off. Hermisen responding back a little bit with an axe combo of his own, but he still has a ton of work to do versus Neeze. Neeze looking for the side sig, Hermisen throwing his axe. Now onto the guitars.
Downlight recovery, not going to finish off this stock of Neeze. But Hermisen is so far behind here. In game 5, the neutral sig will do it. Hermisen's got to play this perfectly.
This is completely possible for Hermisen. Though last time I said that, Neeze was able to successfully close it out. Neeze maybe getting a little antsy, looking for the big punch.
Oh, Hermisen off the mark, gets caught by the side air. The weapon toss will do it. Neeze beats out Hermisen. The lower bracket run has halted. Only 10 lower bracket wins.